Alrighty, welcome to another Lord of the Rings draft here on my YouTube channel. And what do we got here? We've got Scroll of Isildur, which is actually a pretty good card. Basically functions as they skip a couple attacks and you draw a couple cards for 3 mana. That's totally great. Also Claim the Precious, pretty hard to turn that one down. And there's also Lorien Revealed and Birthday Escape, so 3 blue cards I really like. I still think you're supposed to claim the Precious here, as unfortunate as that may sometimes be, but look, I like this format. Yes, I don't draft green ever, basically, and that cuts off a lot of the decks. But I think all the Grixis pairs are good: blue-black, blue-red, red-black. I think white-black is good, and I think every now and then blue-white can be good, and the games are interesting. So that being said, we're starting with a black card and then taking another black card in Voracious Fell Beast. Also, you might notice the Ultimate Guard logo. Ultimate Guard has been the sponsor of Team CFB for years, and I wanted to definitely give them a shout out. They make awesome sleeves. I use their katanas all the time. All right, let's take a Voracious Fell Beast. Yeah, pretty easy over Mordor Muster, Sam's Desperate Rescue, Arwen's Gift, others. Okay, so now we've got Saruman the White, which I found to be pretty good. 5 mana 4/4 Ward 2 is pretty hard to kill, and if you can line up 2 spells a turn, you get a lot of value. There's also a Lorien Revealed, which is good. Oliphant and Urkai Berserker are both totally fine. Samwise the Stout-Hearted is not bad either. I'm just curious here. It's actually funny. Saruman the White does not have a very high win percentage on 17 lands. It actually has a lower win percentage than Deceive the Messenger. That being said, I still think I would rather just take Saruman. I don't know. I guess there's the argument for Urkai Berserker. I'm kind of curious. I don't tend to look at 17 lands win rate for a while. But now that we're deep in the format, I'm kind of curious. You know what? Maybe I just take the Berserker. Maybe I just stay in mono black. All right. I can see that. All right. Well, now I'm still going to take a blue card. I think Stern Scolding is better than Snarling Warg or Breaking the Fellowship or Lembas. So let's just do that. I really do like Rohirrim Lancer and Relentless Rohirrim, but I think Sam's Desperate Rescue is going to be pretty good. And I already have 3 cards that tempt, so I'm going to take one of the tempt cards here. I'd rather just take the black one. All right, now there's Improvised Club, which is a very good card. There's also Isolation at Orthanc and Arwen's Gift. I think Isolation, these cards are all very similar. I have a blue card, which is not an insane blue card, but one that tilts the scales slightly. I think Isolation is fine. And blue has seemed kind of open. All right, I'll take another Desperate Rescue. I really do like Desperate Rescue with both Fell Beast and Urkai Berserker. So I think this is a pretty good place to start. Not feeling super locked into blue by any stretch. I think Hiflane Knots is low enough value. It's pretty replaceable that I'd rather just take Great Hall. And I don't think Tale of Tenuvial is all that impressive. Plus, with 2 Desperate Rescues, I already have ways to get back creatures. So playing another way to get back a creature is starting to get a little bit crowded. And I kind of like picking Great Hall of the Citadels on spec here because every now and then you end up with like 2, sometimes even 3, and you can really kind of just splash some nice off-color legends. War Beast is probably the best card here. I like Dreadful as the Storm in my Tempted by the Ring deck, I guess. My blue cards are all pretty mediocre. My black cards are good. I have 3 good black cards and 2 medium black cards. Again, a fine place to be. Let's see if we can pick up a direction here. I think the most concrete direction, besides, of course, playing black, is that I'm playing with Tempted by the Ring cards. I have Urkai Berserker, Claim, Double Rescue, Dreadful. I have 5 already in pack 1. I'm about to get a 6. I think the first Black Breath is worth more than the 3rd Desperate Rescue. Oh, all right. Ungol Patrol. Relentless Rohirrim's a lot better. And especially if you know what? I've been kind of down on the Patrol lately. I found it to be really expensive. All right, Late Generous Ant. That's one of the few green cards I could put in my deck. I think that Relentless Rohirrim is a lot better than Cirith Ungol Patrol, which makes me more interested in taking it, even if I don't necessarily end up there. All right, well, my red cards are better than my blue cards right now, and I got them later in the pack, which is relevant. Might mean they're more open. I do like Gloin when you cast a historic spell, but currently I don't have any of those. Historic spells are legends, artifacts, and sagas. But Mahur is good. I don't have any mass yet, but Mahur is a really good ring bearer. So let's just take a good 2-drop ring bearer. It's a good creature to bring back with Desperate Rescue. Like, it's totally fine here. After all that, ended up veering into red late in pack 1. That's okay. Gotta stay open. I like the Black Breath a little bit less in red-black, because I find red-black to be a little more aggressive than blue-black, whereas in blue-black, the Black Breath ends up being pretty good. Okay, there's a Grishnok, which is nice with Mahur because it amasses, but there's also a Claim the Precious and a Rally. I'm going to take Claim. Claim is just so good. A straight-up removal spell is exactly what you want. And I've also found Grishnok to be a little bit mediocre. I'm going to take the Black Breath out for now. What I would like to find here is a bunch of cheap creatures, because I've got now 5 Tempted cards starting at 3 mana. So here's Grand, but we're not amassing. I actually think Rohirrim Lancer might be the play here. It's good with Desperate Rescue because it's a cheap creature to bring back. Every time this dies and you tempt and you bring it back, it's like you're getting lots of tempts, and it's a great ring bearer. All right. I'm in for Rohirrim Lancer. I like that card a lot. I mean, just playing it and making it a ring bearer, and then they have to kill it. It advances you on the ring, makes something else a ring bearer. You just get to go pretty hard on the theme, and we're very much in a tempted deck at this point. So much more so than an amass deck. In fact, we have 0 amass cards. We have how many? 6 creatures total? We could use a few more, but we'll get there, I'm sure. So Mirkwood Bats is not something I'm interested in. Troll's always good. Mortal Trebuchet I'm not that interested in. There's also Improvised Club, which works nicely with Lancer, but I think I'd just rather take the first Land Cycler here. Also, it's really nice with Sam's Desperate Rescue, because you cycle the Troll early because you need lands, and that means that you're just more likely to have a creature in your graveyard to cast this card. It makes this into a 6-mana play when you need it, and when you don't need it, well, you just go get the land and then don't cast the Desperate Rescue. These are all pretty mid. I think Breaking of the Fellowship is fine, but not too exciting. It does tempt you, and right now I'm up to 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 tempt cards. All right, so here, once again, there's another Black Breath, but I'm not really going to play it. I think here's where I take the second Great Hall of the Citadel, and now we're getting into off-color legend range with 2 Great Halls. 3 is kind of the optimal number if you can play 7/7/3 with a land cycler, and then the 3 Great Halls splash white, blue, and green legends if you get them. That's a thing that can happen. All right, well, 2-drop creature that's good at combat is definitely what I want here. So easy Battle-Scarred Goblin and easy Oliphant. I like Oliphant a lot. We're not amassing, so Swarming of Moria doesn't have that much of a claim. And the 3rd Great Hall is not worth taking over a good land cycler. All right, Nasty End is nice. We're not the best Nasty End deck. We only have 1 creature I like to sack right now, but with all the Tempted by the Ring cards, Nasty End often has a legend to sack. All right, here, look, now we'll take Seer Thunder Patrol. Even though this is still not making the cut. Get out of here. Nasty End is looking weak right now, too. So is Breaking of the Fellowship. So we're not playable flooded. Not the biggest Snarling Warg fan, but it is a playable, and I'm not going to play the Inherited Envelope. We just have enough Tempted cards, and we're not looking like we're 3 colors that playing a 3-mana rock in a deck that's curved does not want a 3-mana rock at all. I have Troll, Oliphant, and Fellbeast on 6, but that's not a good enough reason. Okay. What are we looking for? We're doing okay on removal. We have a couple. Could use more always. All right, well, Ranger's Firebrand that is. 1 mana, deal 2, efficient removal plus tempting. And then one of these 3 2-drops will probably wheel, probably the Battle-Scarred Goblin. Barad Doer is also okay. Worse than I thought, but it doesn't cost you a ton to play. It's just really expensive to use is the main problem. But Firebrand is nice. We can't be. No, we're not close to Fiery Inscription, even with the tempting. So now I have to decide, do I want a second Battle-Scarred Goblin or Improvised Club? Right now, the Battle-Scarred Goblin is definitely better. Improvised Club has the capability of being better, I would say. Honestly, I think I'm just supposed to take the Goblin. it's so much. Basically, not ending up with enough 2-drops is a disaster, whereas Club might be a little better than Goblin if you get there, but not enough better to justify it. Really weak pack here. I guess I'll just take the Spearmaster. I just want more creatures to wear rings, and I think Shelob's Ambush... Shelob's Ambush is pretty good. I have 11 creatures? All right, I'm going to take the Ambush. I don't mind playing one of those. I guess I'll take the Bats. Wow, we're going to cut. Also, these packs are just horrible. Look, there's not a playable card in this pack. Like, yeah, you could put any of these white cards in your deck, but like they're not very good. Bats right to the sideboard here. I kind of want to pick up 5 more cards. Oh, Rohirrim Lancer. At least that's good. I'm in for that. This is the most tempting I've ever had in a red-black deck. Right now, 2, 3, 4, 5. One sec. I have no equipment, so this is a 4-mana 4/4 no text. That's legendary. I think I'd rather just have the War Beast. This at least dies into something, and it combines with the Relentless Rohirrim, so I don't think the 3rd Desperate Rescue is probably pushing it. The 3rd Lancer's not, though. Yeah, we're in for that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tempted cards. Yeah, we're going up the ladder. 4-mana 4/4 Trample that often won't be able to block, or Gimli's Axe. I don't think I need the Axe. The Ring Bearing already does that effect. Oh, wow. Mortar Muster Wield. Okay. I'll take that. Okay, now can we cut Snarling Warg and Olokai Crusher, hopefully? I don't know that we're actually going to wheel anything, because I don't remember anything particularly good to wheel. I guess I'd rather have the Patrol then, in that case. I could also just play 17 land with 2 Land Cyclers. It's totally fine to do that. You don't need to go to 16. Yeah, I'm liking where this ended up. I only have 3 removal spells. Well, plus breaking, which can certainly be, but I'm interested to see how going super hard on tempting works. Now I would play that improvised club if it came back. I guess I'll play or take the Axe. I'm not playing any of these cards, though. Mahura with 2 Amass cards. 2-mana 2/2 Menace is still good, though. And we'll probably end up on 17 land. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this is going to be a nice aggressive deck. I really like picking up the extra Lancers. Going Lancer into Goblin into Uruk-hai Berserker. It's just a good curve. I think this deck will get up to 4 temps. Oh, hi dog. Real quick. So I have 9, I said? 2, 3. Yeah. +1/+0 first strike. Yeah, that's not that good of a trick, I don't think. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry. 12 temps. Yeah, 12 is nice. Because the cool thing is, once you get 4, they really start to deal damage. And once you have 2 and you're looting, you're either finding more when you need 4, or later you're discarding excess ones if you've already gotten to 4 and you have a thingamabob in play. Plus, Sam's Desperate Rescue can double count when it brings back a Lancer, a Rohirrim, or a Uruk-hai Berserker. So that's all good stuff. Yeah, 9/8 just seems totally fine. Do I actually think I want to go the other direction, though, because I have I do have the 2 double black cards here, but I have 4, 5, 6 cheap red plays, whereas these Desperate Rescues and Shelob's Ambush aren't actually cheap black plays. All right, solid deck. Let's see how this does. Alrighty. Uh-oh, we're playing against Hogak in round 1. That could be dangerous. I go first, and oh yeah, nice hand. Look at this. Turn 1 Lancer. Turn 2, I could cycle Oliphant and Desperate Rescue it back. And then maybe turn 3, if I draw Swamp, claim to make this level 2 ring. I'm getting very tempted by the ring. My opponent's going to kill this, but I was like, but he was deceived because another ring was forged. Oh, or I just do this. This is actually even better. And then next turn, I kind of want to set up making this the ring bearer and then sacking it to Nasty End. We'll see what they do. Play some Mustard. Mustard is not a big deal. Land. Let's get this back. Make that the ring bearer. And then, depending on what they do, I either nasty end or claim next turn. Okay, it looks like it's going to be claim. And I'm not going to play my cycle my Oliphant, I don't think, right now. All right, let's claim this. Still make this the ring bearer. And loot away. Oh. Do I discard Oliphant or Swamp? I'm gonna discard Swamp actually, because I'm gonna play another Lancer, and then when I nasty end the first Lancer, I'm gonna draw 3 cards, so that make this the ring bearer. So there's a decent chance I get up to 6 mana. Though when you're looting every turn, 6 drops get a little worse because you kind of want to discard lands 5 and 6 if you can. Oh, that was a good play. Doing that now. I could block and nasty end the other thing. I don't think that's very good though. Oh geez, okay. I'm gonna exile my Gubberin. Alright. Alright. Guess I'm gonna nasty end because I didn't really count on them killing both my creatures here. Alright. There's that. Alright, let's pass. It's fine. We're gonna play Oliphant next turn. And then the turn after go Lancer, Relentless Rohirrim or something along those lines. Jeez. I guess that's their first level. It's not the end of the world. Ranger's Firebrand would be a pretty sick draw here. Get my Battle-Scarred Goblin back. Alright. Let's just slam the big guy here. And okay, that's fine. I take 5. I don't love that, but so it goes. Oh, Mahur. Interesting. Yeah, I think making Mahur the ring bearer is actually fine. And then Mahur is probably not going to block this turn. I'll block the Uruk-hai Berserker with the Relentless Rohirrim. Though if they have another removal spell, that would be rough. I guess me drawing a removal is probably the best thing I could draw. Another Desperate Rescue or Claim. Well, Claim would be ideal, but they have 2 cards in hand. No attacks. Oh, and I drew the Firebrand? Okay. So currently, they can't block Mahur. I kind of want to just attack with Mahur here. Actually, I'm okay attacking with both. Loot. Get a Swamp out of here. If they want to trade there, that's fine with me. Oh, okay, they just didn't have anything. Because I wanted to draw out a combat trick first if I could. Guess I'll play this first. And then kill that. Or try to. They have their own nasty end. Alright, I mean they get to draw 3, so that obviously is good for them, but pretty good squad here, and they're at 6 lives. What are they gonna... Another Lost to Legend? Lost to Legend is pretty good against me. My creatures are almost always going to be legends. What's going on here? This Firebrand's not going to do anything when it resolves. Currently, I'm not going to have a ring bearer once the Mahur goes away, but I do have Rohirrim Lancer. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, another Sam's Desperate Rescue, Uruk-hai Berserker. Basically anything that can give me the ring once again is what I'm looking for. Okay. I guess the Troll is also fine. I will also accept drawing a 6-drop on turn with 6 mana. Not turn 6, I guess it's turn 8 or whatever. Okay, if they have a way to kill the Troll, there's that. Mahur's coming back in a couple turns. Haunt is good with the Cirith Ungol Patrol. You can play this, scry, sack it, draw a card, get a food. Troll is gonna hit them for a lot of damage. If they kill the Troll, I'm gonna lose this game very quickly though. I'm going to attack with the Rohirrim Lancer. They get to double block the Lancer, but then it makes Battle-Scarred Goblin into a Ring Bearer, which I think is well worth it. Because then the Goblin gets some good attacks in. And as things currently stand, obviously they have 2 cards in hand. They could be good cards. As things currently stand, they will get to go to 8 off the food they generate here, and then go to 2 off the Troll. And they can't currently bring back the Haunt. Oh, they have something else also? No, not enough to kill the Troll at least. Okay. Pass the turn. Had I drawn a spell this turn, I would have been less likely to make that play, but because I drew a land, making Battle-Scarred Goblin into the Ring Bearer would be really good. Oh, they didn't have anything else. Cool. Troll of Khazad-dûm did the thing. Okay. Decent little round 1. We take those. And we're banished back to Platinum with the monthly reset, but we'll get to Mythic soon enough. Really been enjoying drafting this set. I think the games are pretty fun. A lot of decisions. I like that. You go first. Yeah. Not the best hand in the world. Let's see. I think I want double black, so I think I'm going to cycle the Troll because of the 2 copies of Claim the Precious in the deck. Because I think whether you cast Troll or Oliphant, they're both comparable in terms of how good they are. Let's just play the Goblin. It does play badly into Stern Dismissal. Oh, they have they almost assuredly have Deceived the Messenger here. And I say that because they didn't have priority until I played a creature, and then they had priority off a single island. But yeah. But I'd rather just play a 2-power creature rather than a 1-power creature on turn 2. Here's a claim, land, go. I guess I'll cycle Oliphant. I actually should have definitely played Swamp first in case I drew one of my many Lancers. So, something to consider there. Mordor Trebuchet. Okay. I guess I have no play this turn, so I'm just going to go land. Kill that. Make this idiot my Ring Bearer. Attack, and then I have Nasty End to sack it, but I also have just the Patrol. Okay. I have been surrounded by orcs. Attack. If they want to block trade for the Goblin, that's fine with me. They can't block the other one because it's the Ring Bearer. Does the whole army get a ring, or does just like the leader get a ring? Like, how does that work? I'm just going to take it. And then I'm going to play the Patrol here. Good turn to do that. Okay. See what they got. A lot of Shire Terraces. Oh man, I hope they don't have Foray of Orcs. Oh, Saruman the White. Could have had that card this draft. It declined. Oh, nice. In this case, I could have played a land to have a mountain up for the Lancer, but I think it's pretty clear I don't want to do that. They're at 12. Yeah, I'll keep this the Ring Bearer, I guess. Because I'm going to be looting here, so. In this case, yeah, I guess I got mildly punished, but I think that's okay. Because I'll just keep the land in hand. I just don't want to play my 6th land when I'm getting tons of looting every game. Like, obviously, if I have my lands, if I draw a land cycler, I'll play the 6th land sometimes. Troll did good work last game, but in general, I don't think it's a good idea to play excess lands when you reliably are getting to loot. All right, assuming they have Deceived the Messenger, I still want to attack with both, if they'll allow me. They also might deceive the 1/1, and then they can't block it with the Orc army. Okay. What you getting? Another swamp? Yeah. Let me loot. Sure. Just go to swamp. They could deceive the Patrol. Yeah. Block there. Hold on. I'm just going to tap like this. Nasty end. Sack my legend. Draw 3. Oh, nice. Now I go Lancer. This deck's so sweet. Oh, are they going to counter the Lancer? More where that came from. Lancer. Get back Lancer. Make this the ring bearer. Play a Lancer. Oh, yeah. And we're at ring level 3 and soon to be ring level 4. You're ringing in the new year here. Okay, they can kill my Sirith on Gold Patrol. Sure. And I guess hit me. They're at 6. Yeah. I could block and get to ring level 4. Feels kind of unnecessary to do that. Because at this point, these will kill them fast enough, and if they kill one, the other one becomes a ring bearer. I think that's good enough. Whereas if I blocked, traded, made my other thing a ring bearer, and then they killed it, I'd be out. I'd be at no ring bearers in play. They're really Shire Terracing it up. I don't like that card, and they have a lot of them in their deck. All right. Not playing a land because of looting equity, though they're really dead here. We are getting extremely tempted. Okay. Nice little 2-0 start. Getting through platinum here. Got to start somewhere. My opponent was deceived. They thought I was done with Lancers, and I just played effectively 3 Lancers in the same turn. When my opponent plays a Lancer on turn 1, I do feel like it's not great for me. I will say that. It's just hard to block, aggressive, gets damage in, and then rockets you up the ring ladder. It's the ring leader of the ring ladder. Okay. I think starting 2-0 lets us crack open a cold sparkling water. You go first. All right. Obviously no red here, but turn 2 muster on the play with Berserker in hand, and then 2 good red cards. Now a medium one. Though Battlescarred Goblin did some good work last game. Okay. Crassus averted. So I'm going to do this now because they do have... I guess there's not very many flash creatures that could matter there. Sure, I got reprieved. That's totally fine. Land would still be pretty good here. All right. Now I'm just attacking. Lancer. And Berserker. And Ring Baron Lancer. All right, no play on turn 3. That could be tough. Okay, they get a 3/3 that makes a food. Sure. Do I want to claim here is that kind of the question. That would get Lancer to 2. Not really. I'm just going to attack, and if they block the 1/1, I'm going to Firebrand the Butter Burr. I didn't forget about you. And then make Lancer a 2-ball and pass. Against green deck, I just want to keep claim for like 4/4 idiots or whatever. How good is it to claim here? I actually don't want to do it here either. I'm just going to attack with the Lancer and loot. Just go to Mountain. Because this turn I can just play the Patrol, and then next turn claim. I give up 5 points of damage, but I think that's okay. Because casting this next turn is going to be pretty good. Oh, okay. Well, I guess now I'm going to do it. And I didn't have it. Sadly, that exiled, so I couldn't get up to ring level 4 here. I'm discarding the War Beast just because I'd rather just do this and now get to ring level 4. I think I'll get to loot away this mountain at some point. I'm not really worried about it. And that makes Rohirrim Lancer. And this is the perfect setup because this is now effectively a 1/1 unblockable that deals loots and deals 3. But if they kill it, then I get to ring something else. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should just do this. If they're splashing a counter spell, then so be it. Hobbit Sting, sure. They take 6 going to 1 here. Actually discarding the War Beast because I think the Relentless Rohirrim is better because it just immediately has an effect here. Oh, we are tearing through the queue with this Tempted deck. Just all the Lancers you can shake lance at. We can get... The Sirathungo Patrol is kind of weak, and so is the War Beast. Basically, expensive cards are kind of bad when you're looting a lot, but I don't think there's much in the sideboard that makes me want to change it. I guess they get to go to 7, and then they take 8, so that's not going to work. Yeah. The ring. The ring gets its due in the end. All right, let's take a quick look at the sideboard. I've often recommended doing this. You'll see this in a lot of my draft videos here. If you take a peek at your sideboard after playing a couple rounds, you'll get a sense of how your deck is played out, and you'll maybe want to make a little change. Is there anything cheaper I could play? Oh, not really. I mean, I could cut a 5 for a 4, but I think the 4 is enough weaker than the 5s that I shouldn't do it. Same with the Warg. And the Black Breath. Yeah, no, this is fine. Look, if I'm looting with the ring, maybe I'll loot away my expensive cards and I won't have to worry about it. And if I'm not looting with the ring, then having a good 5-drop is fine. Land Cyclers get a pass because they turn into lands, and of course, Voracious Fellbeast gets a pass because it's just a great card. You can't reasonably take that card out of any black deck. You go first. Okay. This is another Cycle Troll game. So you've probably seen me play, if you've watched other drafts or watched the stream, you've seen me play a decent amount with the set because I've been playing a lot. I think in general you should cycle on turn 1 unless you know, now I'm kind of regretting it, but in general you should. There's some decks that I'm a little more cautious with. Oh my god, okay. This is a bit unfortunate. Just because, but this deck, I think, between the looting and the curve, should cycle early and often, whereas like some of the blue decks with Lorien Revealed, the draw 3, I kind of don't like cycling that card because those decks are really banking on getting card advantage to win their matches. So I'm a little bit more hesitant, whereas here I just cycle right away, though of course they immediately draw all lands. All right. I'm going to keep it back and I guess block Golem. Well, if I draw another ring card, maybe we're okay here. So far I've just drawn a land every single turn, and that is going to make it hard if that continues. In fact, I think I need to draw like 2 spells in a row, or 1 tempted card. Like if I draw another Relentless Rohirrim, that can get me out of it. I can dig my way out by looting a bunch, but I'm actually fine to take 3 here. Trading off for Golem, it just goes badly so quickly. This tempts and then comes back. Protector of Gondor, sure. Okay. That was actually really good. This creature will deal damage. So, and then now actually make the Rohirrim the ring bearer because it has a free attack. Okay. That was perfect. I drew a removal spell that tempted me and drew me another removal spell. I am not going to cast Claim right here because there's nothing good to claim. Now I'm a little more tempted to block Golem. Tempted even. Oh. Let's block their 1/1, I guess. Alright. If they have a kill spell, it's pretty bad. Alright, that is okay. Obviously it's good. They get to draw a card. Oh, they didn't play a land. Alright, I'm going to take a turn off to play Oliphant here. I wouldn't have done that for almost any card, because getting to attack, loot, and then cast ambush to win the fight, though they might have either a land cycle or an ambush, and because they didn't play a land last turn, I think they might have an ambush in hand. But drawing Oliphant makes it so much better to just pass, and yeah, I mean, that's bad. I really would hope that they didn't do that. Ugh, and they have all spells in hand. No, I'm super dead. Sure. Alright, well. Them playing 2 removal spells and 2 creatures this turn is just unbelievably bad for me. So, yeah, that didn't work out well, but that's okay. My worst draw so far, facing off an opponent who had a pretty good, they had like a pretty good draw, like up until that last turn, in which case it was like a 1 mana kill spell, a 2 mana kill spell, and 2 mana make 2/1/1s. It's like, okay. Stop. He's already dead. I would have been dead with any 2 of those cards. The third was just kicking me while I was down. Alright. This hand's not amazing, but getting to go Battle-Scarred Goblin into hopefully a play on turn 3, turn 4 Rohirrim, turn 5 Rohirrim, or maybe turn 4... Oh, there you go. That's actually the play I was thinking of. Because now I get double tempt going here in an attempt to win the game. Ooh, okay. That card's really messed up. Well, Shadow Summoning. Wow. If I could not play against that card for maybe just a couple rounds, I wouldn't mind. Card's really hard to beat. Just 2 1/1 flyers for 2 mana. That's like a lot. A land would be pretty nice here. Oh, so much worse than a land in this spot. Might be able to sneak in some damage here. I'm just going to draw 3 because, yeah, I could play a Lancer this turn, which is kind of what I was hoping. And then next turn, well, all right. I mean, next turn getting to go Rohirrim plus Lancer, and then presumably a turn 6 Fell Beast. Not bad. Oh, they didn't knock out Denethor. That is a good sign as well. If they had anything, then they would. No land. Dang. They have a land, so at the very least they're going to drain me for 1 with Denethor, because they just get a free 1/1 out of the deal. This also makes my plans better, different. No, same plan actually. Probably discarding War Beast again. Yeah, I am discarding War Beast. Do I cycle the Troll and guarantee the 6, or do I play that Lancer? I'm going to play the Lancer. I feel like I need a little help this game, and part of that is just drawing my 6th land. Because I get a loot next turn as well. It'd be pretty hard for me not to get a loot given the current state of things. Okay. Sure. Oh, they just have nothing else. Okay. They have mana up for something. What am I going to do this turn? Probably Ranger's Firebrand. Yeah, I guess I could just... I'm going to discard one of the 1 mana plays. I guess the 3rd Lancer is probably the weakest. Play this. They can sack it to Denethor, so I'm not getting my Ring Tempting. Oh, didn't do that. Okay. Interesting. I wonder why they didn't sack it. They maybe just missed it. Because now ring level 4 makes these Lancers into real threats now. We're not just getting loot value, we're also just attacking for lots of actual damage. You have lots of swamps over there. Oh, that's a little annoying. Certainly, but you know, downgrade your 2/2 to drain me for 1? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. I don't think I actually attack with this Lancer. Hold me close, tiny Lancer. Alright. They're going to take at least 4. And maybe they chump the Rohirrim. Oh. Okay. I'm glad that Denethor dies. I'm not feeling too bad about this now. They might have a second copy of Denethor. Wouldn't be surprised. That's pretty good. These are all good cards. Okay, I'm at 8. And then a Nazgul, huh? Okay, well that's the first ring level. That's not so bad. Shelob's Ambush, huh? Now I'm attacking with both these. Ugh, come on. Because now they might be tempted to double block the Lancer, the non-ring Lancer. They can't double block the ring Lancer. But if they double block the non-ring Lancer, I might get a good ambush in here. Alright, Ringer, pass the turn. And that gains me 3 kills, takes 2 things off the board. So now if they don't have another creature to sack to Denethor, they're not getting value. And they're not attacking for that much damage. Oh, okay. Alright. They have a combat trick? Sure. So I'm going to take 5 down to 6 here. And they have Denethor in play, so maybe they sack a token. But if they sack a token, they're doing less damage next turn by attacks, so that's good at least. Alright. Need to draw something here. Oh, that's a nice one. That is a nice one. The question is, do they block? Are they going to block with their 1/1 token? I kind of feel like they are on the Uruk-hai Berserker. I've got to discard whatever I draw here. I guess I'd rather discard, have 3 mountains and 4 swamps. Oh, okay, they're going to 3. 5. They can sack their 1/1. Then I get a food. They go to 6. They can attack me to 4, drain me to 3, but they can't kill me. If they have a way to kill the Voracious Fell Beast, I die here because they attack me down to 2, then drain me with Denethor twice, assuming it's cheap. But if they don't, then and I get to untap with the food token and a 4/4 flyer and still the Lancer ping them for 4 next turn. I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. All right. Let's see. That was it, huh? Yeah, that is not going to do it. They block, drain me to 4, but I go up to 7. And then I have a blocker. I would like to draw a spell off of this. All right. Really any spell, just so I have things to block with. Let's just do this. I go 3, then I play this, and now I've got 2 lethal threats in play and 2 blockers. If they attack with both, I can block both. So I think at 7. I could double block Denethor, go to 5. Yeah, that's probably fine. Because they can't even use Denethor before damage if they want to do anything. All right. That game was close. That was probably the closest game we've had so far. We managed to outgrind 2 Denethors, which is hard to do, but Rohirrim Lancer holding the ring. Real big threat, and we are now 4-1. Well, let's keep on going. Alrighty, we're off to a great start, and I'm going to keep this hand on the draw. Mahur into Gobberin into Relentless Rohirrim is pretty good. You know what this hand could use? This hand could use a Rohirrim Lancer. That was the opposite. 5-drop brick instead of a 1-drop awesome card. So they clearly drew Haunt of the Dead Marshes. Put 1 card on top. Oh, tragedy. That's okay. It's actually fine because the way my curve works, I can just play Mahur turn 2 and then Lancer Goblin turn 3. I didn't really lose out on a whole lot. Oh, I can't attack here. All right. Lancer, Goblin. They actually have a pretty good blocking squad here for tempted Lancers. Oh man, and then they get to tempt the Haunt and they can sack it to Grima instead of to Amass too. Busted. Let's play this. No attacks though, because if they sack the Haunt, which makes sense to do, it's a good sack target. Next turn I can maybe attack with the Lancer here. They amassed. That amassed though. So if they attack with the Relentless Rohirrim, I'll block with mine. If they attack with the amassed 2/2, I guess I'll block with the Rohirrim. Oh, we have like all the same cards. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll play the Patrol here. I could attack with the Lancer. Yeah, they can't actually block me, so let's go Patrol. Get my 1 point of damage in. And, no, you can't block. They can't sack anything end of turn to Grima, or at least doesn't make sense to. If I draw a land, I'll probably just cast the Troll. Assume they're casting a Troll, given that we played all the same cards. I'll rally at the Hornburg. Alright, they've got plenty of gas to feed their Patrol. Alright. There will be time enough to use Sirith Ungol Patrol, I think. I think just getting the 6-drop into play is good. This game's going to take a little while. They can bring back Haunt here. It's not even clear it's better to do that than bring back Haunt and sack it, but whatever. It's all the same. Yeah. That, I think, was not a good use of mana, because they can have a lot of cards. I think spending 3, I'm not going to mouse over it, but spending 3 to bring back Haunt of the Dead Marshes is better than spending 2 to cast Nasty End, because you can just do that next turn. Clearly, you're going to hit your land drop and have plays either way. Sure, Lashing... Honestly, I don't even know Lashing the Troll was the right call. I feel pretty good about this game going long. I feel like these micro decisions will catch up to my opponent. Like, that they don't get to bring back Haunt. Imagine if they had Haunt in a 1/1 in play, they could still cast Nasty End or use the Patrol or whatever. Also, they didn't get to Nasty End a Legend, which is something you try to avoid doing. And killing the Troll in a stalled board when there's a Sirith Ungol Patrol in play just doesn't make that much sense either. So, ooh, that's going to be a good card this game. Yeah, I'll send with the Lancer. Hold me close, tiny Lancer. And I'm just going to sack the Lancer here. I will put the Temptation of the Ring on Mahur. Sure. Sack your food. So do I want to use claim? I guess I don't even really want to use the patrol. Let's just play the War Beast and again still try to get some more value. Hopefully they don't have a kill spell this turn. But I also have two Sam's Desperate Rescues. So when one of those comes up, it'll be good. Main phase bring back haunts. So why would you do that? I guess you have a sack card or something? Well, there's the Desperate Rescue. I kind of want to save that. So Mahur can get double blocked. I don't love that. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to kick things off by claiming the Ungol Patrol. Now they can use the patrol to sack the haunt, and then they can use Grima if they want to sack the patrol to fizzle this, and I won't get tempted. But if they do that, then Grima's tapped and my Mahur can attack. In fact, if they do that, I'm probably going to attack with everything. Because I have the Shelob's Ambush in hand. Well, I'm not going to attack with Cirith Ungol Patrol. Sure. Works for me. And then this doesn't resolve. I don't need to play my land first. Let's hit him at 19, they're at 21. Definitely hit with the War Beast. And I could just hit with the Relentless Rohirrim. No, I've got a Sam's Desperate Rescue. I think hitting with those two is fine. Don't think I need to hit with the Battle Scarred Goblin. Alright, I think I'll just save that here. And then I'll just keep the Swamp in hand to maybe discard. And pass the turn. Oh, they didn't use Grima either. Could have gotten me for one. Gotta remember not to sack this food while Grima Wormtongue's in play. Because Grima does prevent you from doing that. Alright, I might Desperate Rescue that Troll back next turn. Neutral here. The Balrog, Durin's Bane. Okay. Don't love that. That is going to make up for a lot of a lot of my opponent's sins, I think. I guess I hope to just draw another Claim the Precious here. Relentless Rohirrim. I could go Rohirrim, make one of my things a Ring Bearer, attack, Sam's Desperate Rescue back something. That seems reasonable. And I guess it's kind of hard to race the Balrog, but you know, what are you going to do? Let's make this the Ring Bearer. I'm going to send with these. Okay, I was actually hoping to draw that exact card. Because now I'm pressuring them. They can sack Balrog to Grima if they want. And then kill something. And they get to amass 2, so then these trade. Alright, so I take 1. Oh, they just sacked the token. Okay, so let's go. Hold me close, tiny Lancer. Actually, just want to get back another Lancer. Make a Lancer. And now we're at full ring capacity. And then what that also does is my Cirith Ungol Patrol can make anything Ring Bearer while these are in play by sacking it. So now if they attack with Balrog, I just block with the Lancer. And then that really doesn't accomplish that much for them. Let's see what they've got. I mean, it is powerful. Oh, jeez, they had that. That's a sick play. Okay. Yeah. I'm at 11. Yeah, I mean, I'll make this the... And this thing will be the ring bearer, because that's what I would want to be the ring bearer on attacks anyway, so I think it's totally fine. Killing the 2 Lancers does make this game a lot harder. But not impossible. I could take it, but the thing about blocking is with the War Beast of Golgoroth in play, if this dies, I do get a 2/2. I think I should just block. Downgrading to a 2/2 is not, like, that saves me 7 life. That's a pretty big game. So what happens if I attack with everything? They're at 12, they block, and they take 12. So they have to sack, they have to sack the Balrog. Alright. Don't really think there's a way around it. Like, this just has to be the best play. Because I get to kill Grima and Balrog this way. I do lose my War Beast, but that also gives me another amass here. And then once Grima dies, my food becomes live once again. And they go to 2 here, and they lose all their stuff. Yeah, alright. I think this game could have gone a lot differently. There's a lot of things that they could have done with this engine, and that worked out. It's just like you get the sense sometimes that, like, I play like this too, trust me. When I was playing on day 1 of the last Arena Open, it took me so many runs because I was just kind of playing my cards. Sometimes you just get a sense that your opponents are just kind of playing their cards, and just playing your cards can work in some games when you have a good curve or something like that. When it's a complicated game with sack stuff on both sides, and at one point we each had 6 creatures, just playing your cards doesn't really work. Like, it's close, but I don't know, stuff like the Haunt nasty end play, I don't mean to keep harping on it, but they kept having awkward amounts of mana given what was going on, and that's the sort of thing that really does matter. All right, this has not developed great, but I'm not really prone to mulliganing a hand with Acclaim there. Okay. So, a little Arena pro tip: when they're just like passing, and then as soon as a creature hits the board, they stop just auto-passing. That means that they have something that matters for that. So that's like a Deceive the Messenger or a Soothing of Smeagol. Yeah, that's annoying. Oh, Soothing of Smeagol is going to be especially annoying here. Yep. Whatever, I'm just going to kill the Gandalf. They got their cantrip, it's fine. Hold on. Let's go Goblin. I just think that letting Gandalf live is just foolish. It makes all their birthday skeeps into 1-mana draw 2s and stuff like that. Chowing down a little Limbus here. Okay, a little Jeskai action. Done a good job of drawing spells last couple turns, so I don't mind that. That's really aggressive use of Horses of the Bruinen. Okay, let's play these. I mean, they get to ring level 2, but they spent 5 mana to bounce a 2-drop. Like, imagine if they bounce this thing. So that means they have to be really light on action for that to be their play. I don't know what's in their hand, but it's not card draw or creatures they could cast. It's just lands and maybe situational spells, but not even counter spells, because you would just not do that. They must just have a lot of lands, and they really wanted to get this to 2 so they could attack and start looting. Here. All right. I'm going to take it because I have another removal spell here. And they discarded a Kingfisher, huh? Eomer is going to punch the Pelargir Survivor. This will be the Ring Bearer. Now we're going to claim the Eomer. This will still be the Ring Bearer. Attack, loot. Actually, I'm going to discard Shelob's Ambush. It's not that good against blue-white in general, I think. And I think I'd rather go land Battle-Scarred Goblin, especially with a nasty end in hand. I don't mind playing my 7th land there. With a looter, I'm not always prone to do that, but I think it works here because I get to draw 3, and I'm probably going to end up in a spot next turn. I mean, we'll see what they do, where if they don't block the Battle-Scarred Goblin, I could sack the Lancer. All right, they're at ring level 3. They get to loot. So they're splashing white then more than red? I mean, they played all blue spells and 2 red spells. So it's kind of hard to tell. That's not bad. All right, let's actually start by doing that. Just get back the Goblin. Make this the Ring Bearer. Attack. Loot. Oh yeah, easy to discard a Swamp. Oh, then they get drained. Nice. All right. You want to counterspell something? They might have Glorious Gale. Yeah. Not a big deal. And they're very close to dying to this Lancer, which is nice because if they do kill it, I'm probably going to be able to leave up Nasty End for basically the rest of the game here. So if they do kill the Lancer, then yeah, I get to Nasty End here. This deck's really good at tempting. Okay, they do get to go up to ring level 4 here. Second Horses was a lot better than the first one. See, if you bounce a 5-drop, it's a lot stronger. Alright, let's go Patrol. Yeah. Lancer. Get back Lancer. Lancer's the Ring Bearer. Lancer. Now they get to play something here. I can block their Ring Bearer with my Lancer. And I have lots of lands in play. So I'm able to do all these things. I have gone through a lot of my removal. But let's see what they've got. They get to... I mean, they can attack and force me to block with the Lancer. I guess I'm not forced to, but I would block. I don't think taking 4 damage when I'm at 7 makes a lot of sense. They get a loot out of the deal, too. That still leaves a Lancer as a Ring Bearer. I still have another Lancer in my deck, yeah. Okay. Banishing that is fine. They're not attacking. They're 9, alright. That's a good one. Alright. Well, Troll's lethal now. The Lancer is not. It puts them to 1. Them taking a turn off to kill my thing was not bad for me. With the Banish from Adoris here. They have 3 cards in hand. They looted. They scryed on top with the horses. We don't know what they scryed on top, of course, and they've gotten some loots, so... My guess is 2 of those are spells, if not the 3rd. Okay. 3rd Horses of the Bruinen. Okay, I go to 3 here and they get a token. Alright, this is going to be close. I should win this still. Let's just attack first. Oliphant. Honestly, I think I discard the Troll. This puts them to 1. 3, I just go to 2 here. The reason I discarded the Troll was I need to be able to cast all my cards. This game's not landing another turn. I mean, they have to draw something to get out of this. Limbus. Not going to do it. I mean, it'll put them to 4. Well, that's not true. They do. They can block the Lancer, but the Oliphant is going to put a lot of trample into play. They do get to gain to go up to 4. If they can remove one blocker, let's say they bounce Oliphant. I block 2 things and I die, yeah. So any removal spell does actually work for them. So yeah, they had probably plenty of outs there. Oh no, this set doesn't have haste. Never mind. One removal spell doesn't kill me. Yes, that is much better. Also, being down a troll doesn't really matter. It's not like the troll was going to do anything. I don't think this game's going to last another turn past mine. Like, I think my turn is going to be the last turn of the game. Making something else doesn't matter. Do I get to attack with the Oliphant? All right. I guess I make this a 3. Yeah. Well, Ranger's Firebrand ought to do it, even if the attack doesn't. So they have to double block this Rohirrim Lancer. And they can't block the other one. They block Oliphant, and they take a lot of damage. And even if this didn't work, they would have had to sack all the things that block the Lancer post-combat. All right, 6-1. Let's do it. All right. This deck's been fun to play. Just all Desperate Rescues, Rohirrim Lancers, and like guys that tempt when they come into play, like the Uruk-hai Berserker and the Relentless Rohirrim, and it just nice ring temptings. Let's see what we get paired up against in the last round here. My opponent's a little sinister, or sinister. Opponent goes first. Yeah, keepable hand. War Beast of Gorgoroth has impressed me, by the way. This card just frequently gets like a 1.5 for 1. The fact that it triggers off your other things dying is pretty nice. Like, I could imagine that card not doing that, you know? Oh, baby. That was not so secretly what I was hoping to draw. Okay, Mahur's good. Can I get a little Firebolt action here? Let's go to the Battle-Scarred Goblin. Swamp lets me kill the Mahur. I would really like to do that before they amass, but even if I do it afterwards, it's still pretty good. Sure, that is fine. I don't mind that too much. Oh no, not mountains. Okay. I could double block and go for the ambush. The reason I don't like doing that is like against red-black with all their mana up, just the odds that that goes wrong seem way too high. And it's just not a disaster if they get one extra +1/+1 counter off this. Yeah, we're going to kill that thing now. I'll just make the Lancer a Ring Bearer. Like, if I made the other one a Ring Bearer, I could get an attack in, but I don't care too much about that. I'd rather be able to attack with this next turn, and I'll just take 3 from this hit and then play War Beast. I don't think I'm cycling the Oliphant here. Just going to play War Beast on my turn. Obviously, I kind of wish I'd cycled the Oliphant, given I drew a Troll, but if I drew a land, that's so much better if I don't cycle. And honestly, if I draw a land next turn, I'll probably be happy I just have both 6-drops to play. Though this game looks like it's getting a little away from me here. Interesting. Sure. Okay. Wish I'd block the other one now. Beast does its thing. Oh man, the one my two Amass cards are gone. Let's go Mahur. Just attack for one. I'm just going to wait on cycling. If I draw a spell, I draw a spell. If I draw a land, I can play a thing. Cycling when I just absolutely do not want my 7th land seems kind of bad. Oh my god. I'm going to die to that badly. Well, this was a really bad attack, so that helped, I guess. I mean, not bad as in like maybe they shouldn't have made this attack, but they just tapped out and then attacked. It's not really a reasonable way to approach things. Oh wow, look at that. Now we're actually in the driver's seat. Alright, this is the ring bearer. Okay. I'll concede. I can't be out there discarding the 6th land there. And keeping the 2 6-drops. Because I have a looter now, so like if I draw more lands, I can just loot it away. And I kept the troll, because I think the troll's a little stronger than the other idiot. This can block, so let's just attack with this. Alright, Lancer, I think, is a little weaker than just playing a troll. Well, weaker than playing a troll. A little weaker than Relentless Rohirrim, given the board state. Okay. They're at 10. If I attack with troll, they do triple block, so that actually isn't good for me. Let's just attack with the Lancer, a little tiny Lancer here. Ooh. Alright. Oh, man. Yeah, make that the ring bearer and pass. And then I have nasty end up. Grand. That is Grande. It's an artifact creature vehicle or goblin or orc. So if I kill the 1/1, this thing can't block anymore. That is pretty good. Am I getting improvised clubbed? I kind of feel like I'm getting improvised clubbed, maybe not. I knew you were in trouble when you walked in. What if I attack with everything? They triple block the troll and then they die? That's probably good. Because I get to loot first. Ranger's Firebrand would make it very easy. Oh, Sam's Desperate Rescue is also pretty good. The reason I say they die is because I get to nasty end sacking the Rohirrim Lancer and make something else a level 4 Ring Bearer, which does enough damage to them that they do die. Let's kill those 2. I did get priority from Gond. The good thing is I don't even die on the back swing. No, they die. It is fitting that the last thing that I did this game was deal 3 to them with the ring, because that is what this whole deck was trying to do, and it did it successfully. This was actually a great lesson in how to utilize the ring for fun and profit, sure. Take a look at the deck real quick here, and then we'll wrap things up. But I just want to say this deck played out really beautifully. Nice 7-1. And look at this. Triple Rohirrim Lancer, double Desperate Rescue, double Claim, double Rohirrim, Uruk-hai Berserker. The nasty end was nice. The Breaking the Fellowship actually worked out pretty well. Then some cheap stuff like the Ambush and the Firebrand, random 2/2 Menace Mahur. Just a couple land cyclers and a Fell Beast and a couple 5-drops, and it just, look at this, no rares, right? Literally no rares. Even like how many uncommons and commons did I have? I don't know if it shows me here, I guess not. But in terms of uncommons, I had 1, 2, and this was not even good in my deck. 3 uncommons and 21 commons. Yeah, that's this format. Black and red is good enough that the commons carry. All right, this is a sweet draft. I actually really enjoyed this one. I hope you did too. And if you did, check back tomorrow. More drafts here on my YouTube channel. As always, you can just go ahead and follow it if you want to be notified when sweet videos like this go up. And I appreciate the support, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. This was a fun draft. I'm glad I got to share it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.